Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about Winston. Winston is a tanky bruiser focusing on close-up confrontation and wearing down multiple targets. His high HP and low cooldown movement ability allows Winston to take on multiple targets and defense structures. Winston's role is to lead strong pushes by either taking out the enemy backline or holding the point while the rest of his team clears the area. Winston's primary weapon is a Tesla cannon that sprays a short cone of electricity, damaging multiple targets. It's perfect for taking on clumps of enemies or perfectly tracking targets trying to run away. But because of its short range, Winston has to get to his enemies first. His leap can launch him forward extremely far so he can pick out any target to attack. This also splits him from his team though. Luckily, his leap is on a short cooldown and Winston can use it again by the time he's destroyed his targets. His other ability is a shield dome that he places where he's standing. It blocks 600 damage before breaking, which really helps out your team since they can hide behind it too. Enemies can walk through it and damage targets inside, but then they can't shoot out of the dome while they're in there. So altogether, Winston can jump on top of multiple targets, throw his shield down, and wear down all of the targets at the same time, then jump out for some healing before he goes back in with his team. With his ability setup, Winston is clearly built for attacking and King of the Hill maps. Winston has a great shield and chasing with his leap, but off cooldown he's a big open target. Even with 500 HP, he can go down fairly quickly if focused down. He has no range for poke and a high cooldown defense ability, not a good combo for defending. Even attacking though, on some maps Winston is still an easily focused target. Winston is great on maps with split vertical design. Maps like Volskaya, Hollywood, and even Route 66 are too flat for him to focus down targets uninterrupted. It also hurts his ability to capture points. His shield is very weak compared to Reinhardt's, so he won't be protecting you or your team for that long. And when capturing a point in a pug game, it takes a bit for your team to fully move together for a push. It's good to have verticality to hide behind as your team pulls together. Then your defense will be so much better when your team is using it for its protection to take out the enemy team. His shield is great for King of the Hill maps since it's a constant 6v6 teamfight. You will almost always have a healer with you, so use your shield when getting overwhelmed and you'll be able to hold your ground. On payload maps, you are more a bruiser than anything. Use your leap to take out the enemy backline so your team can push. It will be pretty easy for your team to deal damage to all the enemies trying to chase after you as you leap enemy to enemy. When your ultimate is charged, it's a great way to make a huge push for your team. You go into a primal rage, gaining a bonus 500 health for 10 seconds, and your leap cooldown is cut in half. You also drop your Tesla cannon and start smashing away at your enemies, knocking them back constantly. This is great for clearing an area for your team to follow up on. You don't do that much damage, but you do become the target of the enemy team. Your team should use this distraction to take the point or dish out a ton of uninterrupted damage. If you really need to take out a single target though, you can either juggle them against the wall until they die or knock them off the map. Counters to Winston are Control Heroes and Bastion. McCree can 2-shot you as usual, and Roadhog can 3-shot you with his pull combo if you can't get away in time. Mei can freeze you and take away your ability to tank or flee. Bastion is your main counter though. Nothing you do can help you against Bastion. Your Tesla cannon does not do near enough damage to outdamage him. Even in primal rage mode with a shield up, he can still mow you down in 3 to 4 seconds. Your knockback does not work while he's in sentry mode, so he will always win. If the enemy team has a Bastion, switch to another tank or know for sure that you have someone taking him out before you move in. Winston counters snipers, Mercy, Symmetra, Reinhardt, and Torbjorn. His mobility can drop down on snipers that can't escape or outdamage his Tesla cannon. Mercy is usually tethered to someone being a healer, so your cone fire can hit her and whoever she's trying to heal. She can try to fly away, but you can always jump after her. Symmetra hates Winston because his cone fire clears her sentry nests instantly before they can do any damage. If the enemy team has a Symmetra, you are in charge of finding her sentries and teleporter because you're so good at it. Winston's Tesla cannon actually pierces Reinhardt's shield, damaging both at the same time, so he has to try to fight or run away. Either way, you made him drop his shield. And for Torbjorn, you can easily take down his turret. If he's there trying to upgrade or heal his turret, your cannon will damage them both and you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. If you have a Winston on your team, Make sure to have range damage so you can help him with his backline harassment. He will leap forward way ahead of your team, so you won't be able to catch up unless you can poke from range. Picking a Mercy is also great. Winston's playstyle is reckless and risky, so having that res can keep him in the fight to try again. That's it for Winston. I hope this helps you decide when to pick Winston or how to help a Winston on your team. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for updates on future hero tips and share this with your friends or anyone you think might be interested. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.